Hello, beautiful people. Hi, everyone. I'm Beth Barani. I am a creativity coach for authors and an award-winning novelist. I am the award-winning novelist of this book, Henrietta the Dragon Slayer, and the companion, book 2 in the series, Henrietta and the Dragonstone. And I will be writing book 3 this fall. I'm doing this video series because I want to show up in the real world. I call it practicing in the real world. So here I am. And today's theme is about showing up. And one of the ways that I show up in the world is as a writer, and I'm also a coach. And so I help authors, including with their social media. And here's my latest book for authors, Twitter for Authors, Social Media Book Marketing Strategies for Shy Writers. I had to read the subtitle because it's kind of long. This helps authors think about social media and how to be friendly with it and how to make it your own. So I work both with authors, and I also write for young adult fantasy readers as well as romance. Something about me, as you may have already noticed, is I was born with hands that are different. This is the way I was born, and that's who I am, as well as an active physical being in the world who does capoeira and runs and walks and likes being active. So as one of my author friends put on my Facebook page this week, she's like, oh my goodness, writers could actually be fit and write. What a concept. Yes, we can do both. So today's topic, as I said, is showing up. One of my authors wrote in the other day saying how things in her life at home were really challenging. But even so, she managed to write 2 chapters on her new book and edit another novel. And this is someone who's already published 1 book and edits a lot and has a busy life. And I really congratulated her. I'm like, congratulations, you know, even when our lives are busy, even when we have turmoil, even when our hearts might be breaking, we can also just show up for our work. So what does that mean? That means setting aside time on our calendar and just allowing ourselves to do whatever is next. And I don't say this to you from some kind of external position. I say this to you from someone who works with this all the time. One of my biggest bugaboos, I think I'm going to call her, let's call her my creativity monsters, is what I call overwhelm. When I feel overwhelmed, I definitely go into that freeze mode, like that we experience as animals, where we either are fight, flight, where we run, or we freeze. So these are very primordial reactions we have to problems and dangers. So my reaction is to freeze and go into kind of a fog. So I was talking with some of my creative cohorts yesterday over our teleseminar, our group support call, and I was able to kind of see how when I get into that fog, I lose complete access to everything I know, all of my life experience, everything. It's like gone. So not only do I freeze, it's like who I am today disappears. And I probably revert back to what I know from my NLP training. I'm reverting back to a helpless infant who had no resources and she had no ability to talk or communicate or even ask for what she wants. So what is one thing that you really want to be doing today that you know that you could sit down and give yourself 15 minutes? And if that is too much, make it 5. And honestly, if that is too much, make it 1 minute. In my experience in doing sprint triathlons, I really learned what it felt like in the body, what 1 minute felt like. How far could I run in 1 minute? How far could I bike? How far could I swim? It was amazing. You can do a lot in 1 minute. So I challenge you gently to show up for yourself. Show up for your creative work. Show up for what's in front of you. Show up for your dream. So that's my message for you today. Happy trails, everyone. If you're a reader watching this, thank you so much. We love you, readers. And if you like to read young adult fantasy, check out Henrietta and the Dragonstone, Book 2, or start with, you'll want to start at the beginning with Henrietta and the Henrietta the Dragon Slayer. And if you like romance, check out my romance. I have a new novella coming out actually next, let me look at the calendar, next Wednesday. Oh my goodness, just in a few days. Next Wednesday, September 24th. It's called A Labyrinth of Love and Roses. My little bonbon from my heart to yours. Okay, everyone. Sorry. Writers, you're awesome. We love you. Also, we need your stories in the world. We need your stories in the world. How else are we going to know what's in your heart to share? Thanks, everyone, and I will see you on the other side.